Hello YouTubers, Troz here, back with more Factorio. I hope you're staying safe and doing well. Last episode we had a few setbacks, but we managed to overcome them. Hopefully this episode will have a lot more progress, because we're getting pretty close to the release of 1.0, and I really want to hit 1,000 signs per minute by then. Uh, so, the factory is all built. We've researched artillery range 7. In fact, it's probably shot off at most bases by now, extending the range a little bit. Although, like, hey, we still have a lot of walls that aren't really properly being defended. This wall should be finishing up. Why do you say there's no bots? Because I know you have like literally 1,000 bots. Because I built this outpost over here, and the outpost train supplies bots, and they're close enough that their bot networks connect, so this one kept dropping off bots. But we have the science factory done, and you even have fuel. We just have to set the trains going. We have this iron outpost. You can see I deconstructed, or mostly deconstructed, this outpost. It did look like that. So we have iron. This is copper. Up here is the biggest, closest copper. I mean, there is closer copper, but it's only 16 million. That wouldn't last too long. And I already had a train going over it. Yeah, I could move the train, but this was just easier. This will last like, well, not quite 3 times the length, but almost. Then we have some oil over here. We have some stone that I apparently didn't put a radar at, but that's okay. Don't need too much stone. Here's water. And let's build this coal outpost and then get everything running. So I laid down, well, blueprints. I got my bots off for the moment. It's just the simple blueprint that I've been using. That's just a bunch of miners with a red belt. I don't have any red belts on me anymore. I want to get a station now, and this one already is set up for 8 lanes, so let's just copy that. Yeah, right up to there. We have 7 lanes here, so 8 will be good. You shouldn't be there. Okay, well, my inventory is full. Let's just finish this out. Oh, that will go right in there. That's nice. There's been an update. Well, it should be yesterday for you guys. It was today for me. The miners are now low to the ground, and that will prevent them, well, not really a problem here. But, well, let's look over where I stole this blueprint from. They don't cover the belt anymore. They're still raised up where the drill is, and that will move. But it's closer to the original design, and it like doesn't overlap things as much, so it doesn't block your view as much. So I think that's a good compromise between their original vision and you know, making something that is usable. Alright, well, like I said, we don't have any blue belts. But I made this upgrade planner that will upgrade red or yellow belts to blue. So we'll just select that. Tell my boss to go to work. And we'll have this built in no time. once the bots recharge. And assuming I don't run out of materials. Should have enough. Yeah, when we did finish the artillery research, which let's stop that from blinking, did have a little bit of an issue because this wall was not yet built, and this guy kind of started, or a train pulled up here and started shooting things, and like this was beginning to be built, and we had a bunch of biters come through. A little bit of loss of materials, but I mean, it wasn't too bad, and ooh, just barely not enough. Let's grab as much as we can here. I mean, worst comes to worst, we'll leave one or two spots there ungathered. I guess we'll have to come back. For getting trains here, though, well, it's because we already had kind of this here because of the way I had built this originally. I'm just going to put a turnaround and connect this over to here. Make sure we put in a few signals so we can buffer. Should be one train there. We will buffer two trains. And over here, hopefully I can use a standard entrance. There we go. Yeah, that should do that. I'm gonna actually rename this lots of cannon train stations at this point. Outpost Iron 5. Alright, and do you have any blue belts, or you're just mostly rail stuff? I know where we can get some blue belts, though. We can drive over here. And while we're over there, we'll program all the trains, set them out, and then go and fix the iron. Iron. Coal. It's coal. Your outpost coal. I copied you from iron, that's why you say iron, but your outpost coal too. Well. And now I'm getting away. No. You're going back here. At your earliest convenience, please. Thank you. I know there's mods for it. I really want the trains to like honk or something when they stop. The little brakes don't really catch my attention. And look, hey, this is all still being supplied. We should turn that off. Okay, that's off. You're now off. And he looks like he's going back, so we can turn him off safely as well. If he was coming here, he would get a no path and just stop. So these guys should return once they're timeout. I got the inactivity timer. Alright, we got nice big outposts all running off blue belts, so this should be able to supply our needs. Maybe at first they'll get backed up, but or not, backed up at the mine. But as soon as we fill up these boxes, that should then slow the rates of the trains, because they'll have to wait longer, not just like dump everything off and go. So let's set up these trains. You're gonna go to Outpost Iron 4 for full cargo. Copy. Paste. You should be iron, paste, and one more that happens to be a little further away. Paste. So iron is what this factory needs the most of. Let's start these. But we won't start the first one until we're ready to send them all off. I did mention I have oil as well, right? Small field, only 6,000%. It's probably the best field I've tapped so far. Copper is further away. Let me rename that. Outpost Copper 2. Okay, I gotta scroll it first. Or do that first. Full cargo. We'll remove that. Apparently I hit G at some point there. Paste. 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 Next, I think, is stone. Stone. Full cargo. Copy. Paste. There should only be 3 of these trains. Coal. Your coal. Okay, maybe only 2. That's fine. It's only used for rails and bricks for the furnaces. Coal. You're gonna go here, and I never hooked you up to power. So that's something we're going to do as well. That's why you're disabled. Full. Paste. No, we want to remove that. Copy. Paste. Paste. Oil next. No, no. Hey. Okay, he didn't get out, but almost. Full cargo. Copy. Paste. Now, there's one over here as well. Paste. And finally, water. Let's... No, it's shift, not... not control. Shift. Full cargo. How far did you... you got pretty far. Well, he wasn't going to get past the... oil guy. Paste. Paste, paste. Alright, let's turn all of these guys on. And all of these guys on. And let's turn this guy on and then run over and fix the coal outpost. In more ways than one, like hay power. And a few belts. Power is easy. Belts are even easier. There's the belts. That should be the power. Well, mostly. There we go. Looks like we just filled some water. We got the stone going. This will turn on momentarily. I probably shouldn't have this being disabled. Because it's the only one. If I had more than one, which I do over here, they're all named the same. Here, this is the only one that's named this. So I don't really want it turning on and off. And hey, we have a... oh, look at that. That tree was in the way. Not that that will... I guess we'll fill in some of the gaps. A little bit, because actually there's not too much there, but... Oh, do we have a deadlock? Somewhat. That really shouldn't be. Okay, we got coal going in. Let's make that intersection. We can have 2 trains wait there. It's just that the signals aren't allowing it at the moment. Well, that's a problem. I have this turn too close. We need a bit of more of a straight. But now we don't have enough room for the trains to put you on manual for a minute. You also go back. Let's just have our bots do it. Is that not lined up? That is not lined up. Look at that. Again, I should have our bots do it, but okay. I mean, that should be good. We'll stick this here, and we'll stick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. You can go off manual now, and that will fix the deadlock, and we'll have enough space for the trains to park. Well, that should have fixed the deadlock. Now that will fix the deadlock. He won't exit until there's room for him. Now there will really be room for him. Alright, these two are filling up. And, I mean, they fill into these 4. So they'll get emptied quickly because they'll only half fill them, but hopefully it'll be good enough. How are we doing over here? Finally got some copper. I guess the copper was probably caught in that deadlock over there. Might need another copper train. Oh, here we go. Just as it's starting to run out. Alright, we're actually producing some science here. red, green, gray. We should have oil stuff. Oh yeah, alright, we're making plastic. So it's just a matter of time till we have blue science. Where is... Here's blue. And whatever this is what we're missing. Red circuits, they're being fed to blue circuits first. And once blue circuits starts backing up, which it looks like it's beginning to, then we'll give red circuits to blue science. And whatever it is over here that also uses them. It's like some modules for purple science. Alright, there we go. I remember building this, trying to get the right ratio, and this isn't really the way to go about splitting things up. But it's worked decently. I probably wouldn't build that again, but seeing that it's already built. Alright, we got a few thousand here. That's going actually decently. So let's actually start some research. We're about halfway through the episode. Oh yeah, look at that. We got a bit of every science, well, except white. And we don't have a lot of, you know, yellow or blue or purple yet. But hey, it's a start. We're just getting underway here, but it's a good start. Where's our stone? Do we only have two? We only have two. So one's dropping off, one's picking up. Probably could use another stone. How's our... Coal looks like it's doing okay. This guy's about to drop off. He's also coming back where he's going to pick up. And yeah, the boxes have a good amount. The copper's the furthest. Iron is actually now really good. You know, we have one waiting. I mean, it doesn't have far to go. Yeah, this one I left the steam power in, where this one the stuff is there, but I disabled the station, so, you know, why send a train if it doesn't need it because it's getting power from the grid, so... Alright, let's start a research. And since we have gray science, I'm gonna actually what do you need? We'll start off easy with combat robots. I'm not sure I'll build them, but they would definitely come in handy for building out some of our, or clearing out some of the areas near walls or things like that. I did have to clear 1 or 2 bases manually just because trying to set up another outpost would take too long. So let's where's speed? I thought there was a robot speed. There we go. Oh, is that one? No, that's the one we... Okay, it starts getting into yellow and then white. Okay. Yeah, these are gonna go really quick. But it looks like all the labs are running here. Alright, let's get count 5 and 6 and 7, 8, 9. Sure, we'll go up to 10. That's still going to be really quick. And what's the percentage on this? I thought you could see it just on the side over here, but I'm not seeing it right now. Well, let's walk back over there because we're going to have to. Trying to replace all my belts and stuff. Okay, we had a launch while we were walking over here because you can see all the white science now. So let's look at our science. Well, maybe not for 10 minutes. For what's the last minute? Well, that's off the charts, but yellow and purple are just about 750. Now they're going up a little. That's good. Yeah, we were just getting up in production about a minute ago. Yeah, we are over 750 science per minute, which is exactly what we want now that we have 3 of these built. Okay. Well, by this time this is released next week, 1.0 should be out, so hey, let's build one more of these. so we can hit that 1,000 science a minute. Let's get our blueprints. Well, you know what? That's fine for right now. I'm thinking we can fit another one in here, as long as there's not too much traffic on this, which there actually may be. What if we put it down here? Not that one. We want not the kickstart, not that. Where's science? It doesn't exactly fit, but still doesn't exactly fit. How big is that? That's 10 million. That's fine. We have a lot of room down here. And we can tap the ores down here. And, yeah, that didn't, like, work at all. Before we head down there, or as we head down there, I'm gonna grab a copy of this, because I did add a few minor things to import, like, hey, the science labs and yellow inserters, which we have about 50 in this blueprint, and a few red inserters, and hey, a silo. Train stop names, no trains. And we're gonna call this, well, not that. Build factory. Probably not the best icon, but you know, it's what it has. I can fix it later. So we're gonna come down here. And get that building. You know what, let us... We don't need this. Luckily it works out if it's disabled by either the circuit network or the logistics network. It's disabled. I should have done stone or something that I know is going to be sitting in one of these chests. Like blue belts. And my train is... Well, that's not what I wanted. Hey, come back here. I didn't move. Did it put me out on a... on the track? Because normally it shouldn't do that if you hit enter. Which I accidentally did. Hey, we get to make this over again. Caps lock is off. Alright, let's not make the mistake again. This isn't a long ride, so quickly do what you were trying to do, which is come over here, connect, say stone, or blue belts. We know we have blue belts are less than 0. So this should stay disabled, so no more steam should go in here, because this is just powering our main network. There's no point in that. Speaking of powering our main network, we're up to 2.7 gigawatts of solar. I probably need to put a few more here, but then we'll be done here and I'll have to look for some other place. Alright, park. Turn off my bots. Fix my A key, which apparently I knocked loose. I use EDSF. I said WSAD, WASD, EDSF, ESDF, however you want to say it. Because, hey, that's your normal typing row, so why would you not want your hand there? So I use A for opening and closing my inventory. I usually use it for run in FPS games, but hey, this doesn't have a run key, so... spin. No, not this factory. There we go, that's the right one. It's still not everything, but at least now I'll be able to find where these line up. Okay, there we go. Now, it'll place everything. From the map, it'll only place what's under radar, but if you place it, the whole thing, you know, if you place it not in the map view, the whole thing will place. So what I want to do is get this out. Apparently I didn't leave much room, but we'll put it across the way. This will just connect up like that. Like that. Let's get this built. Hopefully I have enough chests and filter inserters. I have one filter inserter and one chest left. Okay, we should now have trains on their way. We should have trains on their way if I remember to check the station names. You should be make factory. You should be modules. module drop. And you should be extra stuff. Extra drop off. And it would help if I hit the arrow instead of the X. That train should... There's a make factory. It's right here, right? And you should be able to come down here and turn around if I got my train out of the way. You're gonna come over here. Okay. What is your problem? I'm here. Yeah, hey, look. Well, that's the problem. Yeah, these are all disabled. Hey. No, they're not. Because, hey, I disabled them. Because where we were, we didn't need them anymore. But when I copied them, it copied disabled. Okay. Oh, look at that. Our robot follower count is up to 10. That should be good enough. Rockets. And then we'll do mining productivity. When I get the 1,000 science per minute, I want to do artillery range 8. When we did 7, not that you saw most of it, it took quite a while. 8 should take the exact same amount of time because we'll have doubled our science building rate. Alright, you're on your way. You're on your way. And you're on your way. So that's good. Let's set up a few of these. You should be 124. 125. 126. 127. 128. 129. 130. 131. 132. This is not connected. This is barely not connected, so we don't even have to worry about this. Is all one lake all the way down here. 133. 134. 135. 136 should be the last one, and eventually we're gonna get rid of all these in the middle. Hey, did you not bring bots? I don't think they bring bots. Oh, there we go. What did we start off with? 124, I think. So this is... We have two trains, so one train does all the evens, one train does all the odds. 122. 24. 26. 28. 30. 32. 34. 36. And then add inactivity to each. And I'm going to have him jump ahead to 120. And then the odd train, 23, 25, 27, 29, 31, 33, 35, and add inactivity to each. And I'll have him jump ahead to 123. Not sure actually where he was, but well, one of them is leaving the area, but maybe he's gonna turn around. Or maybe 123 is like on the other side. There's 120. Let's go to 122 now. Oh yeah. Not there. All the way up here. Here's 122 and 123. They'll meet here. And then travel down roughly together. And we have just a few minutes left in this episode. Hey. Alright, we got the train, supply train back. That's the one thing. It seems to take quite a while for the game to recognize that the bots need to build something now. And I'm guessing that's just because of everything I've built. Look, this is fully zoomed out. And I won't say my base barely fits in, but... Alright, we got the one train We got both trains leaving. They should be coming down here. We got signs being built. That's a great iron ore. This is a decent stone. That's decent copper. That is amazing coal. It's going to be hard fitting them in. Maybe I'll do that coal because that copper's only okay. I mean, it's not quite, you know, it's almost half that size. And the copper and coal then would be roughly equivalent. I'm going to have to do a lot of land filling to get that, though. But I'll be doing that between episodes, and next time we'll hook this up. Yeah. Look, my bots are on. You can't build that pole there? Alright, we got one train here. We got one train here. We have all the biters here. That's pretty good uranium, although we have a no, that's 7. There's 14. Oh, that's 18. Oh, that's even bigger. Okay, you're 13. You're a 14. I mean, we're still working off our first uranium patch, which is down here, and it still has 2.5 billion, and that's like counting all the ammo we've produced over here. So I think it was only a 5 million to start off with. Just clearing these out. We got some groups of biters that are going to be coming. How many? And we start off with 400 rounds, so we're more than halfway through on that train. And this train's actually almost out. Why are you 1, 2? Oh. Thought it was missing one. Here we go. Automatic defense is kicking in. A lot better than what we used to use. Which was, you know, outposts like this that we'd have to manually repair. We got bots over here. The bots are actually kept from repairing while an attack is going on. We got plenty of supplies. A supply train will automatically come when they start running low. So yeah, that was a big improvement over what we were using originally. I haven't checked. I'm sure the evolution is at 100% right now, or as near as it can get. Did we? No. Apparently we wiped that all out. Is there any under radar? I mean, I wouldn't think so. Yeah, the only problem now is that the trains will be going to these other stations and have nothing to shoot. Okay, you do have some. I didn't see what the evolution said here. 0.99, which I think is the highest it ever gets. poke through the wall a little bit. The corners are always tough. You know, we have, you know, in about a minute or so after the attack stops, it should release a few bots to repair, and the hole will be patched relatively quickly. Yeah, just run into that fire, guys. Yeah, so we have all this walled in, even though it doesn't really look like it, because big lake there, a few walls here. Trying to use the lakes as much as possible. We have decent amount of resources in here. I mean, more than we could use in quite a while. We probably could even, like, we have one science, we are making a second one. We could definitely fit like one in here, you know, and maybe one over here or something. Maybe over here, and get all the supplies, you know, we need. That's an okay iron. That's good. That's okay. I mean, this was great. That's really good too. It's an okay copper. We've got some stone, but we don't really need that much stone. We got coal, plenty of water, and even oil. That's amazing oil there. That's okay. Not too bad. I mean, there's oil here, which is fine. That's pretty good. So yeah, we got lots of supplies. So, if only we could... Oh, you know, maybe that's a problem. Hey, yeah, I thought that was close enough to connect up. There we go. We'll now be actually building the factory. So, I'd like to say thanks for watching. Stay safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you next time with hopefully an actual Megabase in Factorio. So I'll see you then.